Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in today. For this video I'm just going to be going over the current event. I'm going to start this one off though with a quick 10s draw from the advanced capsules, just to add some fun to it. That's a pretty good start though to get Sonya. I don't have a first one though, that is my first one unfortunately, so I can't really make anything out of that. But it's good for the future, so we'll put that on the back burner. Anyhow, let's actually get into the actual event. The value pack is going to be mostly focused on the advanced capsule coins, and they're pretty good value. I think that they're bested by some of the weekly and monthly ones though, as well as the special gift pack, but we'll get into that shortly. However, if you are looking to max out this capsule event, it's probably going to be required to buy a lot of these, specifically the top one with 83 for $100. That is pretty good value for the summons you're getting out of it. Out of my price range, of course, but depending on who you are and how much you spend, that might be perfect for someone looking to finish this event and get some of the top tier rewards out of the capsule points. As I mentioned just a second ago, the special gift pack is actually pretty high value. The $5 one is probably the highest value you can get for gems outside of the monthly packs, and then the $50 one is going to be the highest value you can get for summon capsule coins, except for maybe I think one of the weeklies has technically a better purchase ratio, but that's not too hard to tell, and these are still very high value. They also come with a lot of materials for boosting up girls though, so that can help you complement if you're ending up summoning a bunch of girls. You're probably going to have to power them up as well, and these types of things can help facilitate that. So depending on your situation, these can be very useful and are probably a good purchase. The first actual part of the event is going to be the capsule prize, and as same with last time, it goes up to 600, and for 600 you get the new Nobunaga skin, which is not her wedding skin, which annoyed me greatly, but it still is a good skin. It has health, attack, and crit attached to it, which is all good stats. Unfortunately, not speed, which is the one I would have been looking for. Like I've said a million times already, speed is the really important stat you can get from these skins. This one doesn't have it, so I consider this a tier 2 instead of a tier 1 skin. But of course, most of it is for aesthetics anyway, so it is what it is. You can get Fencer from the 550. She's a very strong girl, so good reward if you can make it that far. A ton of good gear. And then from the 50 all the way up to the 400 one, you get a ton of these seals, as well as these diplomas, which allow you to replace a 10-star girl. So if you started off early on your server, made maybe a crappy 10-star girl as you were trying to keep up with the progression curve, you can use these to mitigate some of the long-term damage that would cost. And plus, once 13-star comes out, that's not going to matter anyway, but this can help you mitigate that in the meantime. As well, you can get Nobunaga, just recently buffed, just got that skin. Kind of coincidental that happened almost back to back, but let's not get into that. Either way, it's another way to get another one of her, and a ton of other resources to help you build your team, specifically the seals, which are great. Don't need to rehash that again. Everyone who's watched any of my videos knows that those seals are amazing, so let's just continue. The capsule pack is going to be for Nobu and Fencer, and if you get either of those girls from your summons or from your coins, you're going to get a free set of gear each time you do, and that's awesome. And you can win it multiple times, so if you happen to get 2 or 3 Nobus or a Nobu and a Fencer, you get multiple copies of this gear. So that's awesome. It's a great way to help power you up, and it's one of the pieces of the reasons why you should save up your coins for these events. During these events, you have a higher chance to summon 5-star girls, as well as you get gear when you summon specific ones. So there's multiple reasons that you should save your capsule coins. While it might be difficult to do that because you're going to slightly fall behind the progression curve, these summon events are quite common, and they're much more bountiful if you do save up for them, and I would highly recommend saving for them. The exclusive task is going to be the last part of this event, and this is actually my favorite part because this is really good for free-to-play or low pay-to-play players. This one comes with Amazon, Hexa, and Gabriel, and that is amazing stuff. The Gabriel is a little bit harder to get, of course, for low pay-to-play players, like I said, but Amazon and Hexa are 2 of the strongest girls you can get relatively easily, both being available in the transfer shop. So this is basically the materials you would need to 6-star them for free, essentially. You don't have to put a lot of commitment into getting these, and that is just awesome stuff. I'm always excited when they put these high impact girls into these really easy to get areas, because this is what can allow players who are not going to be able to spend a ton of money to be able to compete with those who do. Now, of course, that's always to a certain degree. Someone who spends $20,000 is still going to beat someone who spends $100 or less, but this at least helps make that middle ground a little bit more competitive, you know? It's not going to be as drastic if you have opportunities like this and you take advantage of them. I've already purchased the Amazon, and I'm going to be getting the Hexa before the event ends, hopefully, and I advise you guys do so as well. If you can afford to get them, because it only takes something, yeah, you need 4 specific 4-stars, and then you need any 5-star from that faction, and not only do you get the girl that's in question, but you'll also get this 4-star gear as well, which is great, especially for lower tier players. No reason not to get this stuff. The girls here are very high value, the gear is high value, and it's easy to get, so I highly recommend it. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. This was kind of a shorter video, I guess, because the event was a little simpler, a little bit more direct, but still, I thank everyone for tuning in, and if you have any questions or comments about the event, let me know in the comment section below, and as always guys, thanks for watching, and have a great day.